I was born in South Korea in 1992. I was the eldest of three brothers. My mother majored in art, and my father was a dedicated office worker. 6 years after I was born in Korea, hit the IMF crisis. Many people took their own lives, and it was very dark time economically. My parents must have struggled a lot, both physically and mentally, to raise three kids. But what did I know as a child? I just went to the playground and played all day like any other kid. I used to copy characters from games or Japanese manga, following the lines from the pencil and my fingertips. My mom said she was really happy seeing me draw. Looking back, maybe she felt good seeing me do what she had to give up when she became a housewife. My mom was truly dedicated to our education. She bought us many education toys and was very serious about English. I remember watching American cartoon, especially SpongeBob. I didn't understand the word, but I enjoyed it. I think my mom helped me lower my fear of the world outside from Korea. She always tried her best for us, and knowing that I think I drew and studied English just to make her happy, even though I slept a lot while studying. There is one precious memory from elementary school. I was drawing Stickman in my notebook. It was a war comic about Korea historical heroes and generals. I was almost done with the whole notebook. Suddenly a friend came to me and said, "Wow, you finished the whole book. Can I borrow this for a week? I will give you 4 cents. 4 cents. I took a 4 cent and lent it to him without thinking much. I bought another notebook with that money. I didn't think much of it then, but thanks to that friend, I was really happy. Westlife, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Metallica, Korn, Marilyn Manson, Muse, Radiohead, Oasis. I've listened to Western music since I was a teenager. I didn't understand the lyrics at all, but it sounded great. I naturally got exposed to Western culture and started thinking Korea was boring. These guys are super cool. Western culture is the best. I got into dancing and begged my mom to pay for Papin Hyunjun's online classes. I even broke a BMX bike I got from newspaper subscription and got in trouble with my dad. I rode my friend's skateboard so hard, I almost broke that too. Drawing was always by my side and wanted to go to college for it, but my dad said, "Fine art doesn't make money. Do design. Designs make a lot of money." I wanted to draw, but I thought I could still draw in design, so I chose communication design. In Korea, military service is mandatory. I served as an 81mm motorman in Cheolwon, right after North Korean borders. The commanders were terrible, and I never want to go back, but I learned the most important lesson. If you set a goal, you can achieve it somehow. Seeing how I didn't die during the marches and training, I think that's true. Before I got discharged, I thought about my future. Boxes, layers, masks, pen tools. It looked too rigid, complicated, and boring. This wasn't what I wanted. I tried to learn, but I didn't improve at all. Then I saw Ilto's work on Facebook. It wasn't like any tattoo I had seen. Flowing lines, rough textures. It looked like it was drawn with a pen. I sent him a message telling him how I felt. He encouraged me. That was the absolute reason I got serious about tattooing. Some months later, I discharged, and finally I got a tattoo from Ilto. It was William Morris, an author, politician, architect, and artist I really admire. Since it was my first, I wanted to have meaning. It didn't hurt much, and it was such a fascinating, fun experience. But after that, my father was shocked. For 6 months, he didn't talk to me except to yell, "That's a scarlet letter! You ruined your life! You think life in Korea is that easy?" But my mom said, "Oh my god, did you really do it? You are that man, my son! But how can a tattoo be this detailed? It's amazing!" My mom always cute. I went to a tattoo study with Uncle and Becky. I didn't learn anything about tattooing from the influencer artists there. Nothing at all. But I made a precious friend. My first work was done with a Mickey Sharp machine that wasn't even set up right. It was a 4-arm piece and it took 12 hours. This one, looking back, is really horrible. I didn't know how the needle worked, how much to let it out, or how to mix the ink. It was disaster. But the fun thing is, I thought I did a great job. For a first timer, I thought I had a talent. Wow, this is really good. I'm really good at it. Can you hear the toothbrushing sound next to me? That was my teacher, the influencer. I worked right next to my bed. I didn't know how to keep it hygienic. My room was probably a virus room itself. I did erasme and letterings, and the time goes, I took a semester off and joined the studio to test myself. Contrary to my belief, I didn't make any money. So I put what I wanted to do aside and did whatever came in. Traditional, black and gray, neo-Japanese. Burnout hit me a lot. Insomnia followed. I started relying on alcohol drinking at least 6 days a week. I began to break down mentally, but no one booked me. I was still drawing in Starbucks, and suddenly my chest felt like it was going to burst. I went to the bathroom and cried silently, listening to Hyung, the English brother, by Norajo. The lyric in the chorus was, "Cry more, you young life, it's okay to fall." I followed his word and just cried. I couldn't take it anymore, so I decided to stop tattooing. I left the studio and just rested. I went to psychiatrist and got a prescription for depression. I didn't draw or do anything related to tattoos. I just watched stupid comedy videos and laughed like an idiot. I worked out and tried my best to recover. After recover, I decided to go to Busan. I joined Blood Candy, a famous studio in Korea, just having Sue, Owen, and my super mentor G-Ghost. There was a reason enough to go. I still think they are world-class artists. I wanted to see great work every day and get better. I didn't have much money, so I traveled to another city to do a part-time job, like a wall painting, and went to Seoul for a job. I drew until 4 a.m. every night, but strangely, I wasn't tired at all. I was full of energy. Seeing my skills improve and having work every day made me super happy. I settled well in Busan, made friends, and the initial depression faded. I think that's when I truly became a tattoo artist. Going guest work is always nervous, but rewarding time. I planned the trip with nothing but no bookings came in. I felt I had to do something to get clients, so I thought of a new way. It was a Tinder. But back then, Tinder had just launched in Korea. I knew it was a US app, so I paid for a gold subscription. I uploaded my tattoos and photos of me working. I sent my target to both men and women. I talked to everyone. I swiped yes on everyone, and talked to about maybe 500 people. Surprisingly, 70% of my clients were women. One client even said, using Tinder for marketing? Well, that's smart. After finishing my trip, I bought gifts for my parents, a speaker for my dad, an iPad for my mom. And my father said, "Oh, you made money from white people and a good speaker. Thank you, my son. Let's drink." All the guilt and anxiety melted away. Getting recognition from your parents, as you know, is a very big deal in Asia. I was so happy and my heart felt lighter. I found the iris while researching flowers that goes well with snakes. The elements lies and details super fascinated to me. I picked up my pencil right away. I knew this was it. This was the first flower that came out of that. Time goes by, my flower changed and evolved again and again. I think I could grow this much because of the iris. I was really lucky. Now, I work in Seoul and go down to Busan regularly. I got married last April and she's a government worker, and to match my wife's rhythm, I changed my routine. I worked from 7 a.m. until before sunset. After finishing my work, I get home, we cook delicious food, and have a beer. I used to be such an owl sleeping. When the sun came up, I become quite disciplined. It's quite stable. But even if I feel instability again, I don't care. Both are inevitable parts of life. I want to thank my fans and fellow tattoo artists who encouraged me. I'll become someone who can encourage and comfort others as much as I receive. Enjoy your own process. Love and love, my friends.